Welcome back, everybody, to A Toda Madre. It's your boy, Rod Lus, and we got Stranger Things Season 5, Part 2. We had it coming, we had it going. You know what it is. The show of the year, taking its throne back from all their mightiness, from everything they put on. And Part 2 does not disappoint. I can kind of say that from a lot of TV that I've watched, from the final seasons that I've watched, these guys are putting out banger after banger and after banger, right? It's only 7 episodes, and you are getting them back to back, but each one is written very well. I will say episode 7, the one before the main event, the one that ends it all, is the slowest one, unfortunately. I'm not going to say it's a bad episode, but it was kind of whack. As in, there was not a lot. You get you. It's how can I say it? Every single episode felt very well fleshed out for an hour, and it felt more like it felt good. Okay, I'm getting a good amount of action, a good amount of this, a good amount of drama, get a good amount of the world building still. And season 7 just it seemed off. That's all I'm saying. It just seemed off. Episode 6 was possibly the best one if you're excluding episode 4, right? Um, the way that the way that Will, as you guys know, he becomes the wizard or the warlock or what is it that they're saying? The I forgot the other one. The way that he actually they resurrected a Frankenstein, right? And he got his powers back to intercept Vecna. Vecna's costume though, but intercept Vecna, and that he literally got in there. It was how can I say it? It was very unexpected. It was very unexpected because I thought he was just gonna control the Demogorgon, right? And I was like, oh shit! I'm like, I was expecting that. I didn't expect him to go full on Vecna, and I was like, oh shit. Obviously, that same episode, we get a lot of Max and Holly. And they still go through the cave systems. They found a new cave. Will gets trapped. Like I said, episode 5 and 6, they're after 4, 5, and 6 are beautiful. They're right. They're what they want to give you. Do we need 7? You kind of have to have it, but it is if the season was episodic, where it's one episode per week, episode 7 would have been the worst one. Is how I'm gonna put it. Episode 7 would have been the worst one, and I don't know how people would have reacted to it, but because you see it in sequence, you see it as a trilogy, you see it as a 2 hour long movie, a 3 hour long movie. Episode 7 doesn't feel as weak because you have these two episodes coming right off the bat with 68 minutes, 75 minutes, and then there's one ending it with 62 minutes, I think, or 68, something like that. But it just didn't feel the weak, but you can tell that it's the weak one. You can tell that it's the weak one. No, it's not because spoilers. You should know. I mean, the show came out on Christmas Day. We're already 4 days in. Basically, Will comes out of the closet and he tells them that this was his biggest secret, and that's how Vecna was destroying his fear of losing people. And that kid he's a great actor. He's a great actor. I didn't mind the gay stuff. People online, I believe they're overreacting. But if you literally watch season 2 and on, you can kind of show signs of that they were doing that with that character. And like I said it in my last one on part 1, William literally went from the most annoying one or the least talented actor to being one of the best actors in the series and possibly the best actor in the series. That kid can act his ass off. Holly can act her ass off. And Max, we know that she can be good. We know that she can be good because of other stuff that she's done. I finally love that Nancy and Jonathan reconcile. It was finally they only are great when their chemistry is about love, not where they're pulled out. Like their chemistry is right there, and as soon as they start telling their secrets, apologizing for everything, not telling lies, like oh my god, that was a very very sweet ending where you would think, spoilers again, where you would think that maybe Jonathan might sacrifice himself, but no, but no. Hopper again fighting with number 8, fighting with 11 about trusting issues, not trusting issues. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? How the military people are creating new numbers or new pregnant people so that they can get that blood, so they can create their own Vecna to fight the Russians. Getting the scientists to find these guys in the upside. We learned that there's another upside down, or it's called the abyss or whatever it's called, where Vecna lives, which is not in the upside down. And basically, the upside down, what it is basically like the vortex, where this is the alpha thing, or the or alpha. I mean, upside down. This is Earth. There's a vortex, and then he lives like above, upside down. So these guys have to cry. It's something like that. It's a little bit confusing if you don't know science, and I don't know science, so that's me. Uh, Again, this show couldn't be any better. I do love the fact that each episode is 1 hour long. It's not your 30 minutes, 45 minutes like the old episodes. It's being very written, very fleshed out. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, one thing I could say though, I'm gonna miss this show. These 5 seasons have been great. Even if episode 8 kind of fails, I don't know how, because they are gonna have 2 hours to work with. I don't see it failing. Who can I see that might die? Hopper sacrificing himself. That would be like his happy ending. 11, 8 for sure. I don't see no one else getting offed except for those three. There, nothing else would make sense. I don't think they would do that to William, the character. Would I like it? I wouldn't mind it because his story arc has been the best one. And again, the kid acting, he's good. He's really good. Um, I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I can say about this lovely three episodes that we got. Then of course in New Year's we get the final season, which I will watch, which I will give you the review. So far again, I know that I missed some TV shows. Um, I know that knowing that this was going to be like 1 hour per episode, it is annoying that I am getting this like a week later or a month later and all that. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, I do love it because I am an episodic guy. Like I go by episode, by week. I do love that as well. So I will still repeat it. Stranger Things takes again the title for the best TV show of 2025. It does. There's no question. If you have anything else, no. And I'm a big fan of Tulsa King. I was a big fan of Reacher. I still haven't seen the new 2 episodes for Fallout, or I didn't get to see it. Right, the whatever I forgot what's it called. Return to Derry or Welcome to Derry. I also didn't see the Ed Gein story. There are so many other like one-offs that I didn't check out, but just going based on this Stranger Things season 5, still the best thing. Now let me get to Vecna. His character design, the voice. That if they're CGI, it's fleshed the fuck out. Like you can't tell. Um, what is it that he fears? Right? We kind of had a hint with the briefcase. The only thing I ask is get that out the way right away. In the first 30 minutes of the 2 hour episode, get that off the park. We need that off the park. We don't need to milk it all the way. We don't need to milk it. Just get that out the park. Obviously, it's probably going to be Max, Holly, or 11 that sees that, or even William that would use it towards their advantage. But they need to get that off the way. Like I said, the first 30 minutes. We don't need to dwell too much on that so that we can showcase everything. Are we going for this big badass 40-minute fight? Maybe. Are we going for a 20-minute fight? Okay, seems more plausible. We know that these guys are going into that. They're going straight into the abyss, right? The abyss is coming down so that they can mesh both worlds. Most likely the military is going to be there. So we're going to get most likely a big giant scene between military people, our gang, and Vecna's gang. And it's going to be a big showdown. I don't know how long. Um, will they fail? I don't think they would fail. I honestly don't think they would go that route. They need a big win. Like I said, sacrifices, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be anything else. A sad ending or a bittersweet ending. A bittersweet, yes. Just some of those sacrifices that I'm talking. If his number 8 is not bittersweet, but if it's 11 or Hopper, there'll be some or William. There'll be some tears coming out. Not from me, from other people. There'll be a tearjerkers. Other than that, like I said, another 10 out of 10. You know what? I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. 10 out of 10, 9.5. It's just that I do feel that episode 7 was weak. But I am gonna like it was still good. The acting was good from that actor and all the other little parts. It was just funny. Um, what's it called? Mama Bear coming out to save these kids, also badass. It's just there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that where I'm like, can I get a 10 out of 10? Episode 7, like I said, it had its flaws. It did have its flaws. So I'm not gonna be super biased where I'm like, oh no, everything was good about it. Um, even episode of like I said, episode what's it called? The other two episodes, 5 and 6, they were so good. It's just 7 was weak and it fell short. It fell short for a 1 hour. So we'll see where it takes us. I'm excited for the season finale, for the series finale. I'm ready for the final episode. And honestly, in the last what was it, 10 years? 7 years, I get to say goodbye to one of my favorite shows in New Year's. I'll probably watch it the next day or on that day, and I'll give you the podcast the next day or in 2 days. You know me with my late reviews. But yeah, that's it. I'm ready to watch the series finale. If you guys seen it, what you guys think of it? Let me know in the box below. You guys have a good night, a good morning, and a good evening.